Joining us to sort it all out is former Trump economic advisor and Unleashed Prosperity co-founder, Mr. Steve Moore. Welcome, Mr. Moore. The old debate was free trade versus fair trade versus protectionism. President Trump believes tariffs serve multiple purposes. What's the early verdict on his belief?
Well, Trey, let me first say that Trump has now been in the Oval Office twice. He obviously was president in 2017 and then 2021. And in both instances, you may recall, the left and all the Democrats said, oh, my God, we're going to create a second Great Depression. The stock market is going to crash. The sky is falling. And, of course, in both instances, the left was all wrong, and they haven't apologized. We had a boom in Trump's first term where the average family gained about $5,000 to $6,000 in after-inflation income. And now we're off to a great start in 2025. It's been 6 or 7 months now for the Trump presidency, and all of the economic signals are pointing north. They're all looking good, and you're right. Incomes are up we're talking about for the people in the middle, not the rich people, the people in the middle, by $1,000. And Trey, that's twice as much as the entire gain in 4 years under Biden.
Yeah, we are talking about the people who a bad economy impacts the worst, and that probably would not be me and you, but it's more likely to be me than it is to be you. There have been major trade deals struck, but China is still out there. So in your judgment, what constitutes a good deal for the U.S. when it comes to China?
Well, China's the toughest one, I think, because you just can't believe the communists in Beijing. I mean, there are a bunch of bad actors there. They are a country that is an adversary to the United States, a great danger to the world. They will lie, they will cheat, they will steal. So Donald Trump has to make sure not only that they sign the dotted line on a better trade deal, because their situation with us, they have incredible barriers to America selling products to them. But the real key is going to be whether he can get the verification that they're actually abiding by these deals. But I love what Trump has gotten with Europe. I love what he's gotten with the UK. And as you know, I've talked about this previously on your show. I've been somewhat of a skeptic on some of the trade tariffs, but they have really driven these countries to the bargaining table to create a level playing field that is very much in America's national economic and national security interests.
All right, let me ask you about the market. It's soaring, but doomsayers claim that we are headed for a crash. I mean, they always are, I guess. What's the truth? I mean, is this a sugar high or is this a real market high?
Well, I wish I knew what the stock market's going to do next, and then I'd be a very rich man. So I'm not going to make any predictions about where the stock market is headed. But I will tell you this. In Trump's first term, the S&P 500 was up 50%. The NASDAQ was up over 100%. And the Dow Jones was up over 50%. So the market likes Trump's policies. And so far this year, right now, we're at all-time highs. Now, I'm not going to make any predictions about where we're headed from here. But if you look at all of this investment that Trump is bringing in, he has hundreds of billions, he says trillions of dollars of commitments of countries and companies abroad investing here. If that happens, you're going to see a big boom in the stock market. But that's a big if.
He is very bullish on the amount of money coming in generated as a result of the tariffs. Let me ask you one final question. Reduced interest rates do make it easier to borrow. But does it make saving less attractive, or is it more complicated than my little lawyer mind can comprehend?
Look, what we want in our monetary policy is a stable dollar that holds its value, that is a strong and stable dollar. That's what Larry Kudlow and Art Laffer and others have taught us, Milton Friedman over the years. So that's what we need most. And under Biden, we had a herky-jerky monetary policy, remember, where inflation went up to 9.2%. We have to get away from that. The good news is, so far, the inflation rate has gone from an average of 6% per year under Biden. Now we're at about 2.5%. I'd like to see it come down a little bit. Americans are still concerned about the price of groceries. Now, the inflation rates come down, but the grocery prices are still high for people. So I still think we have some work to do to bring prices down. And the Federal Reserve Board has just done a lousy job. And that's why we've got to get rid of Jerome Powell and get somebody into the Federal Reserve Board who understands that growth does not cause inflation. Growth causes less inflation because you have a more boisterous economy with more production?
I think I know somebody in Washington that agrees with you on getting a new Fed chair. Stephen Moore, thank you for joining us on a Sunday night. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Trey.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.